YouTube, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. In today's video, we're going to be going over 3 M4 builds that are going to be your go-to for level 2 traders, level 3 traders, and also a meta build. If this video ends up helping you guys out, I hope you leave a like and comment for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for future content. I've been loving these guys and we're going to be bringing out more in the future. But with all that said, let's get into the video. Here's the actual full level 2 trader build. If you guys want to go ahead and screenshot it, you can go and do that now, but we're going to build from scratch. So starting off with the base M4, first you want to do is get rid of the actual carry handle and then throw in whatever sight you'd like. To stay consistent, we're going to throw in the XPS 3-0 on every single gun. Next, you want to change the stock to the SOP mod. And after that, you want to change the actual handguard to... Oh, sorry, you got to get rid of the front sight first. And change this to the MK12. And then change this to the RIS2 handguard. After that, you're going to throw in the RK4 foregrip. And then change the actual muzzle brake to the Cat QDC muzzle brake. And normally, I give you an unsuppressed and then a suppressed build. But because the base M4 has so much recoil now with the new changes to recoil with this wipe, I would say throw in the suppressor every single time. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Also throw in whatever flashlight you like. I'm a big fan of the X400, so that's what I throw on. And that's the entire level 2 trader build. So let's go ahead and price this thing out. The first thing you got to do is, of course, remove everything that comes with the gun. Okay, so now that we got everything removed, we can go ahead and price this thing out. So the actual gun you can get from level 2 Peacekeeper. The hollow sight you can get from level 2 Peacekeeper. The RIS2 handguard you can get from level 1 Peacekeeper. It's actually a barter trade for emergency water. So it's about 10k for the handguard. The X400 is from level 2 Peacekeeper. The RK4 is from level 2 Skier. The SOP mod is from level 2 Mechanic. The Cat UDC Flash Suppressor Kit is from level 2 Peacekeeper. The MK12 Gas Block is from level 2 Peacekeeper. The magazine from level 1 Peacekeeper. And the suppressor is strictly from the flea market. And it comes out to about 30k. So if you buy this thing from the all like this, and then you actually buy the suppressor afterwards, it's about 200k altogether. But without the suppressor, it's about 170k, as you can see here. So now we got it all priced out. Let's go ahead and take it to the hideout to see how it shoots. Okay, guys, so if you ever watched any of our previous gun builds, you know that we like to leave the cursor on so you guys can see what we're doing. So first thing we like to do is to shoot at the target without pulling down at all and show you guys how it steadies out. So let's do that. We'll start from the bottom. So you can see it has a pretty high initial kick. Yeah, I mean, it hits the ceiling right up here. It has a very strong initial kick. It steadies out a little bit, but within fire rate changes or the recoil changes this wipe, this definitely has a lot more horizontal when it steadies out. You know what I mean? So you have the first initial kick and it comes down, and then you start getting this horizontal kick, which is difficult to deal with, especially. But let's try let's try pulling down slightly now. I mean, this one, even when it steadies out, it has a lot of vertical kicks still too, which is kind of crazy. There's not many guns that have that, but after it steadies out where it has vertical recoil with it. So let's try shooting at a longer range target while crouched. Yeah, I mean, you can see even just holding still, it's jumping up left and right. This is something that I would like to show you guys. If you're going to use this level 2 gun build, I know some of you guys who find M4s early on, you guys might have the ammo for it, would want to run it. But this is what I want to show you guys. This is why I would be very careful with using this, right? So when you're strafing, yeah, look how much recoil it has when you're strafing. You can see I'm really struggling to like balance and keep it on target. If you're gonna use this gun build, if you're gonna use this gun, especially level 2 traders, and you only want to use level 2 traders, I would definitely say crouched, standing still, and even standing up, but you do not be strafing. Stand still when you use this gun. We're gonna get into some better builds. Let's go ahead and get into our level 3 trader build now. Here's a level 3 trader build. If you want to go ahead and screenshot this, you can go ahead and do that now, but we're gonna build it from scratch. All right, so here's starting again with the base M4. You're gonna first take off the carry handle. You're gonna change the actual stock to the PRS Gen 3 stock. Next, you're gonna change the pistol grip to the overmolded black pistol grip. You're gonna go ahead and change the barrel to the 406mm barrel. First, you gotta take off this guy as well as this guy. You're gonna change it to the 406mm barrel. You're gonna throw on the same exact handguard because it's so cheap. It's a one emergency water. It's 10k from a barter trade. I always like to throw this on. It's really not much of a difference from other handguards, so it's always a go-to. Next, I'm gonna throw in the RVG foregrip. Throw on the same MK12 gas block. And next, we're gonna throw on the Thunder Beast muzzle brake, as well as the Ultra 5 suppressor. And next, we're gonna throw on our flashlight. Again, I like to throw on the X400. And whatever sight you would like, we're gonna stay consistent with this one. So we're gonna throw on the XPS 3-0. And there's a full level 3 trader build. We went from I believe it was 63 recoil to 49. So it's a huge jump. I'm excited to show this out, show this one to you guys. But let's go ahead and part it out first. All right, guys. So now that we got everything removed that comes with the actual gun, we're gonna go ahead and price it out. So you can get the gun from level 2 Peacekeeper. The actual, the hollow sight from level 2 Peacekeeper. The stock is from level 3 Peacekeeper. The 406mm barrel is from level 2 Skier. The wrist 2 handguard is from level 3 Peacekeeper. The X400 from level 2 Peacekeeper. The Thunder Beast muzzle brake is from level 3 Peacekeeper. The RVG 4 is from level 3 Peacekeeper. MK12 gas block is from level 2 Mechanic yet again. The black overmolded pistol grip is from level 3 Peacekeeper. The magazine is again from level 1 Peacekeeper. And the suppressor is from level 3 Skier. But it's a barter trade for 1 boss cap and 2 leather caps, which is dirt cheap. Comes out to about 60k. So now that we got it all priced out, so this whole thing comes out to about 270k. Now that we got it all priced out, let's go ahead and take it to hideout and show you how it shoots. Again, we're gonna leave the cursor on and show you guys how it shoots without pulling down. So we'll start from the same spot. First thing I noticed is it went lower than the first one, right? It's like 11 recoil. It should definitely go lower, but it goes much lower and it steadies out a lot faster. So we'll do that one more time. Yeah, we're already hitting the target after probably like 4 or 5 shots. But now that we got that, let's try shooting with pulling down slightly. And standing still, this is really easy to control. Yeah, standing still, this is really easy to control. Let's try shooting for long range target while crouched. I mean, yeah, you can see I'm not even really adjusting all that much anymore. It's pretty steady after you take your first couple shots. Now let's try strafing while shooting this thing. Yeah, so you can see here, even with level 3 traders, I avoided running the M4 until I had level 3 traders, mainly because this is manageable. The other one, the level 2 traders, is much harder to control, and I would rather take precise shots than miss a bunch of shots and just putting more shots down range. You know what I mean? So we showed off the level 2 and level 3 trader builds. We're gonna go over one more build, and that's gonna be the meta M4 build that we're going over up next. All right, here's this bad boy. This is the meta M4 build for 12.12. If you guys want to screenshot this, go ahead and do this. This gun is an absolute blast to run. You'll absolutely love it. Go ahead and do that. But we're going to build from scratch. All right, so bear with me. This is a lot of parts to change, but it's good. We're going to go over everything. So first thing I like to do is take away the carry handle again. We change this to the MUR upper receiver to give some recoil. We change this to the advanced buffer tube, as well as the MOE stock with the rubber butt pad. Next, we change the pistol grip to the HK Ergo PSG pistol grip. After that, we throw on the barrel, which is going to be the 20-inch barrel. Next, we throw on the handguard. I like to throw on the Mark 10 right here. Throw on the actual the 10-inch rail, and throw on the CQR tactical foregrip. Now, you can argue that the SC Stark is a little bit better. You get 4+ erg, but I don't think 4 erg is worth 1 recoil. I like to throw on the tactical foregrip. Next, we're going to throw on the JP Enterprise gas block. And then we're going to throw on the Saker flash hider, as well as a Saker suppressor. After that, we have to throw on an actual guide or a rail for our flashlight. So we go ahead and do that. And I throw the X400 on once again. Now for this one, I'll go ahead and spend a little bit extra money. I like to throw on the riser mount, the LaRue. And then I throw on, this is going to be a little different, but this is just for the meta M4 build. And I throw on the Delta point on top of this. For some reason, I'll show you guys in the hideout when we shoot it. With the riser with a really low recoil M4, feels very snappy, and I prefer it over every other sight in the game personally. But it's all preference. Like again, if you guys don't want to use a riser, you don't have to. But for the sake of it, I'm just going to show you guys it. And that's the full meta build. So 35 erg with 31 recoil. You can take this even lower if you throw an RK2. Take it down to 29, but I don't believe that's worth the 10 erg, right? Or the 12 erg, sorry. So I like to leave it. I like to leave the CQR stock on, not for 2 recoil. I'll leave the CQR on stock on just for the erg. But let's take this into and price it out. All right, so now that we got everything removed that we actually don't need because it comes with the gun, which is just these 2 things. This gun is roughly 390k. That's not including the magazine. That's also not including the ammo. It's very expensive, but for 31 recoil for an M4, that's what you're paying for. So let's go ahead and price this thing out. So you can get the actual gun from level 2 Peacekeeper. You can get the suppressor from level 4 Peacekeeper. The 20-inch barrels from level 4 Peacekeeper. The MUR 15 upper receivers from level 4 Peacekeeper. The PSG style pistol grip from level 4 Mechanic. The CQR foregrip is from level 4 mechanic. The Delta point is from level 2 peacekeeper. The MK10 handguard is from level 4 mechanic. The the advanced buffer tubes from level 4 mechanic. The sacred flash hider is from level 3 peacekeeper. The X400 is from level 2 peacekeeper. The MOE stocks from level 3 skier. The JP Enterprise is from level 4 mechanic. The mag pull butt pad is from level 3 skier. The riser mount is from, sorry about that, I should have been scrolling. The riser mount is from level 2 mechanic. The Alexander Arms 10-inch rail is from level 2 mechanic. No, sorry, it's level 4 mechanic. The mag is from level 1 peacekeeper. The Alexander Arms 3-inch rail is from level 3 mechanic. And Delta Point base is from level 1 peacekeeper. And again, this comes out to 390k. That is insanely expensive, but it's absolutely what you're paying for. So now that you guys see how much this gun costs, let's go see if this actually shoots like a 390k gun. Okay, so I mentioned before that I like the riser on this gun for a reason. I'll show you guys in just a second, but let's go through our normal tests. So first one is shooting without pulling down. We'll start from the base right here again. First thing you guys can probably all see is that this doesn't even touch the ceiling right here. From the same spot, right? Okay, that time it did. For the most part, it actually stays below the ceiling, which is insanely good for an M4 with such high recoil. So now let's try pulling down slightly. And you can see I pull down and then lift back up again. That was too much pull down that time, actually. Yeah, insanely good. Let's try shooting from a long range target without pulling down, or from a long range target while crouched. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. It's insanely good. It better be for 400k, right? Let's try shooting a target while strafing. Super easy to keep the sight on target. The initial kick isn't, and you can't even really feel it when you're strafing. Not too much, at least. As long as you instinctively just pull down every time, it's not terrible. So what I wanted to show you guys before, the reason I actually like this this riser with the Delta point is whenever you're sprinting and you just go ahead and right click. I've tried it with other guns and I've tried it with other mounts on the riser or sights on the riser, and it always feels great with the Delta point. So I'll show you guys right here. So you're sprinting, and you see a target. See how snappy that is? This is what, 30 erg? It's not really even that high. This isn't like a high ergonomics build, right? And running, snap. Look at that. Right? So now let's do it while shooting this time. So you're running, you're sprinting, you see a guy, then I mean, that's just insanely quick. And that's why you can try it yourself. I like the riser with it. It feels a lot snappier. I hope this video helped you guys out, man. The M4 has always been a go-to for so many people throughout every wipe. This wipe, I was a little confused on the build because of the recoil changes. But I feel like with these gun builds, the level 2 trader is one that I stayed away from for the most part. I still ran it whenever I got M4s, but I tried to avoid it as much as possible. Level 3 trader build is when I started running M4s. And obviously the meta feels amazing. I mean, it's 31 recoil. With the Sacred Suppressor, it just makes this gun an absolute monster. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, please leave a like and comment to help out the YouTube algorithm. And if you have not done so already, subscribe for future content. But regardless, I appreciate you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.